So admittedly, in the past, when I've come to do a harvest, I've had a rather strange collection of things that I use. Honestly, I see people on YouTube, on Instagram, on other stuff, where they have beautiful looking harvests and beautiful looking baskets and things like that. And here's me, what do I use? I use plastic tubs. I use this old red plastic container that is broken, by the way. It's split along the top. We use that sometimes. And then when we've got something big, we've got this. And look at the state of that. You see the mud's in the bottom where the compost is. This old wick, I don't even know what it is, sort of woodeny basket. It's like a storage container sort of thing that used to be in the house. And I use that. But alas, I have evolved into, let me show you, I have joined the elite harvesters. Look at this. Absolute beauty of a harvest basket. This is a Fisker's harvest basket, and I'll put a link down below. And I fully blame Danny from the Grow Up channel, because I saw him with one. He's got an array of harvest baskets, and I saw this one with this one, and I was like, I've got to get one of them. But go and check out Danny's channel. I'll put a link in the description down below. Absolutely stand-up guy with a brilliant channel. But look what I like about this, right? I'm trying to hold it here so you can see it. So you've got 3 different compartments. You've got a solid compartment, you've got a middle compartment, and the end compartment. Now, hopefully you can see there, the end compartment has got holes all the way around it. So when you harvest stuff and you put it in there, I can take it to the tap and I can rinse it all off. So stuff that, like things like rooty stuff, like the beetroot, I'm going to pick some beetroot today, some kohlrabi in that where it's got big muddy roots on it, chuck it in there, rinse it off, and I'm not carting all that stuff on with all the mud all over it. I'm washing it in the sink in the kitchen. Anyway, enough of me waffling on about that. Let's actually head outside with that. Breaking news, by the way, actually, before we just go outside, breaking news, there might be tomatoes to pick. Maybe not a lot, but maybe a couple. And I've managed to grow something that we can harvest outside. Watch out for that coming towards the end. Managed to get something to harvest that traditionally I have been terrible at. Honestly, year after year after year, I have problems growing this, and it's there and it's ready to pick. So I'm a little bit excited about that. Anyway, enough of me waffling on. Let's get out there, let's get some stuff picked and see how things are looking. So first up, hiding right at the sort of back edge of the allotment here, this is the beetroot. Beetroot's been out for ages. This is Bolt Hardy, the variety, and I'm a little bit worried. I'm a little bit worried that some of it's got too big. I don't know if you've ever had beetroot that's got too big before, but it goes all woody and chewy. If you've ever bitten into it when it's gone too big, it's blooming awful, honestly. But let me just pick a couple. So I want them to be sort of cricket ball, tennis ball, baseball sort of size, you name it, any sort of that sort of size ball. And it's not bad, actually. Look at them, they're not too bad. I will give you a proper look right then. Look at it, look, they're going there. Look, they're going in the to be washed section, and I'm just picking random ones. And these were multi-sown, so there's sort of 3, 4, anywhere between sort of 2 and 6 seeds that go in each cell. When I do the beetroot, it's not an exact science, and this is what happens when you multi-sow. Look, you sometimes end up with the little tiddlers that don't really grow very well. And generally, actually, this is kind of what I'm after, this sort of size one here. But you know what? Some are smaller, some are bigger. I'll take it. You know what? As long as there's something spiky. That was spiking my hand. I think I've pulled out a thistle or something in amongst the beetroot. Just let me just lean over here. I can see one over here. Actually, let me grab these 2. When I talk about it starting to get too big, I mean, we separate them out. Look at that one there. That inside my hand, that is probably going to end up being too big. You think, honestly, I'm trying so hard, and I think I said this last year as well as this year, I'm trying to pick things younger, because when they're younger, the taste's better, the texture's better. But when they get big, apart from the kohlrabi that I'll show you in a minute, this will just be a bit chewy. I think that one's gone too far. That's enough for now. I'm not going to take all the beetroot all at once. I'll take it over the next couple of days. But let's crack on with filling up the basket. We've got some more stuff over there. And honestly, I've got the fastest growing turnip you've ever seen in your life. So next on the list of things to pick is the kohlrabi. And you might be able to see by the leaves that it's a bit of a slugfest in here. Look, there's a slug here, and I can see another one down there, and there's one over there. But as long as the actual kohlrabi itself, I don't use the leaves will be chopped off and turned into compost. As long as the actual kohlrabi itself is all right, and let's just pick the one right at the end here. That looks all right. Look, we've got little wood louse at the bottom there. But the thing with this kohlrabi here, I've mentioned this variety before, it's called Cossack F1. That, again with the beetroot, I probably want to be tennis ball sort of size. This has probably got a little bit too big, but it doesn't go woody. Cossack F1, the variety's been bred to do that. So like me, if you happen to forget about it, if you happen to leave it too long in the bed, gets a bit big, it doesn't go all sort of chewy and woody and a bit minging. Look, there's one back here. Honestly, this one back here is massive. Let me get this out of here and show you this. I mean, look at the size of that. That is ginormous. It is far too big for a kohlrabi. But again, get it stripped down, get all that washed off in the nice new basket, get it all sorted, get the leaves off, get it peeled, get it chopped up. Be bloomin' marvellous. These were given to me by my plot neighbour, Evie, over the back there. Marvellous. Honestly, I put them out to begin with and they got slugged. But luckily I'd kept some because I wasn't quite enough room for all the ones she gave me. So I had some spares. I grew them on a bit in the greenhouse, brought them up, put them here, and that was just, it wasn't too long before I went on holiday. And these haven't been in here all that long. Maybe it's a month to 6 weeks. And I had a quick peek in here the other day to see what they were. Honestly, look at this. Let me just get one. Right, for the amount of time that these have been in here. Look at that. What a beauty. That is perfect, and what a perfect size as well. I'm not sure what variety they are. They're sort of, it's a bit white, it's a bit purple. I'm assuming maybe something like purple top Milan. I know there's a lot of purple in there, but I'm thinking purple top Milan. Now the rest of them, maybe they aren't just quite ready to pick yet. I'm just having a bit of a dig through. There's maybe one on the far side there, but I'll get that in a bit. But that's, and there's one there I can see split. Actually, let me pull you this. Let me just show you that not everything goes according to plan in the world of YouTube. This is weird. This is split down the middle and it's almost got two heads on it. So I don't know what's happened there. There's a lot more white on this with purple on the top. So I think it probably is purple top Milan, that variety there. But that has grown rapidly, and there's another beauty all the way over the far side there. But I'll not embarrass myself by leaning over the entire bed to try and grab it. I'll grab it in a bit for taking it home. So it's not all about the veggies all the time, and we're somewhere a little bit different. This is, you know, when we right down the bottom there getting the beetroot, this is the exact opposite end of the plot, and you've probably seen this bit from the other side. This is the raspberry jungle, and this is one of the reasons I do bring the little clear containers, in that we have got loads and loads. Some of them are just a little bit on the ripe side of ripe. Honestly, you've got to be just at the right time for the raspberries. Again, I try and pick them a little bit early. Some of these, certainly the colour of red, this is quite a dark red, so it tells me they're really ripe. But there's loads of raspberries in and about there, and there's more down there. But look, there's just a few there to begin with. But I will get in and about that. It's been a funny old year for soft fruit, honestly. Loads of raspberries. The raspberries, traditionally, a little bit rubbish for me, but like late last year, I cut loads of this back, cut loads of it down, and it's come back with a vengeance this year. On the other hand, the strawberries over there this year, absolutely rubbish. Rubbish. Thumbs down rubbish. In fact, I'm even thinking about revamping the whole strawberry bed area sort of thing in the autumn over the winter. Bit of a project, sort of half in my head there about what we're going to do over the winter to get things revamped and sorted. But yeah, there we go. You can see them coming. There's only a few in there at the minute. I've only picked a few. I'm not going to bore you with me going through all this to get the raspberries. But anyway, right, let's go over there and let me show you what I've not really, well, only ever once grown before successfully. We'll go over there and we'll have a look. And look, here it is. I have grown peas, and good peas at that. Now, traditionally, I have always struggled to grow peas. I don't know why. I think everybody out there has a thing that's like their arch nemesis, and it happens to be peas for me. I remember Tony C. Smith, when I started watching him years ago, he struggled with radishes, and I could grow radishes, and I was like, how does Tony struggle so much with radishes? And then peas, and I had one really good year to start with of all the peas, and then the rest of them, it's just been rubbish ever since. But Ian from Grown Local, go and check out his website, by the way, Grown Local, brilliant selection of seeds, sent me some of these, which are Oregon sugar pod peas, and they have grown brilliantly. Honestly, look at them, look at these. And there's loads of, I'm going to come over the camera to show you this close up, because I'm so chuffed that I've grown peas, and they're big, fat, juicy pods in my wife. There was more than this. We were up here on Friday doing the watering, and my wife and son came with me, and it pretty much consisted of those two stood here eating all the peas whilst I did all the watering. I'm not quite sure how that worked out. Then I took them for cake and coffee at the garden centre. So, you know, there's a bit of a thing here. They're massive, and there is loads of them. Now, I've kind of held off picking them because they weren't very fat to begin with. There was lots of pods on, but they weren't very big. But now they are, and honestly, I am chuffed to bits because I love fresh peas. I love peas, and peas hate me. But we've got fresh peas, gonna get loads of them picked. Hopefully, I might even have enough to serve as a side dish with a meal. Now, goodness, wouldn't that be an achievement? But we'll see. We'll get them picked. I'll get all this stuff sorted, and we'll have a good look at what everything looks like right at the end here. So here it is, today's harvest basket. And you might think it just looks like a big old leafy mess. Well, watch this. And as if by magic, here we are, and it's all nice and clean. We've got some additions as well. We've got a couple of lettuces I've been in. Look, we've got some lovely big Carmen F1 cucumbers. We've got loads of sweet peas. We've got some lovely little sun gold tomatoes. There's maybe about a dozen of them, which I was quite surprised at. And we've got everything else you saw before tucked in at the bottom there. The little purple top turnips, we've got the peas, we've got the kohlrabies, the beetroots. Honestly, this basket was brilliant. When I put all that stuff in there, all the rooty, dirty stuff, in the sort of side that had the holes in it, over the top, rinsed it off, washed it off. Brilliant. Everything, even all the slugs came off, and come on, you've all done it, admit it, you've all done it. You've all taken a lettuce home, put it in the fridge, and then a slug has appeared in the fridge. Don't tell me you haven't done that. I know you have, but it's blooming marvellous. But you know what? I love the way it looks in this basket. All the different colours, the smell from the sweet peas, the different colours, the purple, the orange, the green, the sort of freckly coloured lettuce is absolutely brilliant. Anyway, just before we finish here, a big thank you to my Patreons, Katie and Joe. Description down below to go and see Patreon as well. Thank you. Anyway, that's me done for today. I will see you on the next one. Bye for now, folks.